Find the best Swiss Army knives for EDC on Amazon. We analyzed consumer reviews to find the top-rated products. Find out which product I scored and buy. I am going to review top 5 best Swiss Army knives for EDC on the market. 5. Victorinox Classic Swiss Army Knife. The most ubiquitous Swiss Army knife in use is likely the tiny Swiss Army Classic. It easily outsells most of the other best Victorinox knives on Amazon. And why not? If you use any keychain, you might as well carry the Classic. It's about the same size and weight as most baubles, and it's far more functional for everyday purposes. Quick manicure. Got it. Package to open? Yup. Need to trim a loose thread? Scissor time. The greatest thing about the Classic is that it's good for exactly what it's good for. There's no point in comparing it to more robust or capable knives because it excels at being itself. Tiny, at 2.3 inches long and just 0.7 ounces, it can help you in an EDC capacity without you even noticing it's on your keyring until you want it. The Swiss Army Classic is also by far the cheapest Swiss Army knife in Victorinox's catalogue. What's not to like? Cheap, functional, easy to carry. And with the Victorinox stamp, it's built to last. 4. Victorinox Trekker Swiss Army Knife. The Swiss Army Trekker fills the bill for hikers, with a few utility and handling tweaks over typical Swiss Army entries. It's also slightly lighter than most of its peers, so carry should be easy or over the long haul. And, importantly, the blade has a liner lock. The Trekker is pretty heavy on ergonomic design. Rather than the traditional oval, the handle is contoured for grip. For hikers that like their tools to be invisible when they're in the woods, a camo version is available. Once you start examining the tools, the differentiations really start to come out. Victorinox re-engineers the blade, with a generous thumb slot and gentle serrations. The implications are obvious. The thumb slot helps locate and deploy the blade comfortably in any light or weather conditions, and the serrations help the blade cut even when it's dull. It's a more aggressive blade shape than we are used to from the most popular Swiss Army knives. 3. Victorinox Swiss Champ Swiss Army Knife. The Swiss Champ is the workhorse of the Victorinox Swiss Army lineup. With 22 implements executing 33 functions, it's hard to be more prepared by carrying a less than a 4-inch tool. With its rugged and diverse kit, the Swiss Champ earns the best Swiss Army knife for camping honors hands down. What do you want? A saw? A magnifying glass? A wire crimper? A pressurized ballpoint pen? The Swiss Champ's got it. With all the tools deployed, the thing looks like Edward Scissorhands mitts. I might be most excited about the corkscrew and most curious about the metal saw. What kind of metal are we talking about? Anybody down for a little trespass and chill? The toolkit includes a chisel. Contrary to what it sounds like, I would highly discourage hitting the knife with a hammer to drive the chisel. That just can't be a good idea. But from there, the sky's the limit. 2. Victorinox Nail Clip 580 Swiss Army Knife. The Swiss Army Nail Clip 580 takes the Swiss Army Classic and adds a nail clipper. As a rock climber, the ingenious addition caught my eye. I'm often trimming my nails right before a session. The clippers tested very well, and their action was ingenious and pleasing. I liked the plastic locking mechanism, but I wish I was more convinced of its long-term function. Serrated scissors complete the 580's differentiation. The 580 is essentially a wide-body Swiss Army Classic with the addition of the nail clipper. 7 tools propagate its 8 functions. The usual suspects are the blade, file and nail cleaner, toothpick, tweezers, and scissors. The serrations on the scissors were an interesting touch. The texture is of course minuscule, so I wouldn't have noticed it without Victorinox directing my attention to it. But serrated edges always work better than plain edges when dull, so it makes sense. I came for the nail clipper. 1. Victorinox MiniChamp Alox Swiss Army knife. The 1.4 ounce, 2.28 inch MiniChamp Alox made a transcendent impression on me during testing. Seriously, it transcended my expectations. I did not know a tiny knife could be so useful for so many things, so well built, and so dependable. The MiniChamp's most surprising quality is its range. Its 8 tools pack 15 functions. During the review period, I got especially attached to the orange peeler. I'm not a rip and tear orange person, I prefer a tool. So, the orange peeler accomplished that, but it also worked great as a package opener. Because it's gauged for a shallow depth, I was never in any danger of slicing my packaged goodies. Elsewhere, the bottle opener worked surprisingly well for being so diminutive. I won't say it was my favorite bottle opener, but in a pinch, it got the job done. The blade was big enough to accomplish light or medium-duty EDC tasks. Victorinox claims the Phillips head driver is magnetic, but if it is, the magnetism is quite weak. Thanks for watching. You can find links, price, and more details of these products in the description box. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.